Welcome to the Victors Nation show. I am your host, Jason Robinson. With me are my pals, Derek McCarty and Dre Fame. If you were watching the Tigers game like I just was, well, you might want to just tune in, stay tuned, and grab some of this because holy shit, woof.
Go
Pretty
Lions.
rough. My God. Derek, for everything that's holy, just kick us off, dude. I'm like really pissed off. Not a good start. Game 3 sucks.
Yes, the Tigers are struggling right now. But let's talk about Michigan. Before we get too deep here, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, whether you're tuning in on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, those are the three platforms that you can find us. Be sure to give us a like. Be sure to give us a follow. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Whatever you need to do, we appreciate all the support. We appreciate those of you that come and tune in and interact with us every week. We go live every single week as a Michigan podcast by fans, for fans, just talking and interacting about everything Michigan football right now, Michigan basketball in the not too distant future, Michigan hockey coming up here too. So really appreciate the support. Also, for those of you that are listening to us, find us on Facebook and hit join to the Facebook group. We are constantly connecting over 18,000 people with Michigan content, and that is not just content from us, but content from the most trusted, reliable Michigan sources. Content from Blue by 90 and Wolverines Wire and Maize and Brew and other Michigan sources that you follow. So give us a like, give us a subscription, give us a follow. Thanks for tuning in. But let's talk Michigan football. Let's talk Michigan's win versus Wisconsin. So 2 weeks in a row, I feel like, and I feel like I'm not alone in this. We won, and anytime you get a Big Ten win, you can always make yourself feel good by saying we won a Big Ten game. But I felt like we won a game that we should have won by significantly more. 24-10. I felt like we very easily should have won that game by way more than that. Offensively, I felt like we had a super slow, conservative, head-scratching start to the game, especially the first half, and came to life in the second half. Some things that make you wonder what's going on, but also some bright spots. We got to see a budding star in Andrew Marsh getting his first career start, and looking like him and Donovan McCulley can be quite the 1-2 punch at the receiver position for the rest of the year, as long as they open up the offense and allow them to throw the ball downfield to those guys. We got to see the return, like officially, of Rod Moore, where every time that he was on the field, our defense played solid. Don't let the first drive fool you into thinking that our defense didn't play solid. They did, but being able to get Rod Moore, I think he had like 18 snaps that he played defensively. Getting him out there and getting him back to fully healthy, man, he looked good when he was on the field, and he significantly improved our secondary, I felt like, when he was on the field. But let's hear you guys' thoughts. Jason, what were some of your takeaways, especially on offense? Let's start on offense. What were some of your takeaways offensively for the Wisconsin game?
So, make sure you check out Eleanor Marsh's, so Andrew Marsh's mom, interview that Dre and I conducted. So that's episode 59. But congrats to Andrew Marsh coming in, freshman. He had a game. He looked like a vet. And a really nice catch as well,
Oh,
too, almost like a back shoulder. But McCulley, congrats to him as well, too. First Wolverine touchdown and extended plays after the catch, too. He's not just catching the ball, he's turning it upfield and like not running people over, but I mean there was 3 defenders right there that he just like hit the corner and he was gone. So we kind of saw that twice. Man, the guy's talented. And then I really want him to throw the damn ball too. I really want a trick play with McCulley. Like he can toss the football. Also Justice Hayes as well too, leading the Big Ten in rushing yards, rushing per game, and 7.69 yards per carry, and then also leads the conference in rushes of 50-plus yards. So he should be a Heisman candidate. I don't know why he's not on the top 10 list. It's fucking insane, but he definitely needs to be up there for consideration, early consideration. But, man, those are my three players. Besides Bryce Underwood, I mean, it's getting annoying, like with fans saying he throws too high, he throws too fast, he throws too hard. Just stop. Just stop. So we had three. So Derek and I were talking about this today, but we had three pass catchers dropping the ball on three separate possessions, three separate drives for first downs to extend that drive specifically on third down. Even got out of the pocket with all the defensive linemen from Wisconsin chasing him. Like, I don't care how fast, how hard, or how high he's throwing it. It's hitting their numbers or it's hitting their hands. You have got to make that catch. You want to play professional ball? The weakest tip quarterback in the NFL, professional quarterback, is probably going to go throw harder than that. I mean, just consider yourself lucky that Bryce isn't a junior because he's probably going to be breaking fingers at that point. You got to catch the ball. So that's the number one thing that I'm kind of, besides the offensive line and maybe some secondary concerns, the wide receiver, man, besides Marsh and McCulley, yikes. Got to catch the damn ball. Marlon Klein even made a comment too. I know the winged helmet posted it, but he's not buying the rhetoric of him throwing too hard either. Like, there's no excuse, he said, for dropping passes, regardless of how hard the ball is thrown. I know his high school teammates didn't have an issue probably. But I know the receivers, they're going to get better. They're not making excuses on the drops according to Coach Moore. But, man, I mean, that's kind of my rant. You might see one or two here for short game. Like, you got to be kidding me. You got to catch the ball. You want to be a championship football team, right? You remember the mistakes and the losses that we've had previously of last year of close games. You got to catch the fucking ball. It's not hard. And I'm tired of fans saying he throws too hard. Stop being a puss and catch the ball. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Catch the fucking ball.
Yeah, Bryce came into this game against Wisconsin. I believe it was according to Pro Football Focus. He had the most. He was like the fifth most in the nation for drops on his passes, and then three more. So I'm not sure what he is currently, but probably still right up there. And they're all crucial. They're all drive killers. I don't know the data on this, but a lot of them come on third down. So the drops themselves and the drive. But I would love to see a stat that shows success rates offensively for Michigan this year with drops, because it seems like even the ones that aren't on third down end up really killing the drive. Like they take momentum away. They take us off of time. And that's one thing offensively that I feel like we aren't great at, is if we don't stay on time, if we have a negative play, that seems to derail the rest of that series. We don't have a lot of good recovery like we did a couple years ago. But touching on the receivers a little bit, highlighting McCulley and Marsh. Donovan McCulley, 6 catches, 112 yards and a touchdown. Andrew Marsh, 4 catches for 80 yards. Both came up with big catches and balls that we haven't seen Michigan throw in probably 2 years. We haven't seen a lot of Michigan just throwing the ball, even if the guy is not completely wide open, and letting a receiver make a play. And McCulley, I thought against Nebraska, could have got a foot down in bounds, and he didn't. Whatever they called on the field, I thought they were going to have to stick with. But he made an absolutely phenomenal catch against Wisconsin.
I thought it was out until the replay. I was like, holy shit. That's crazy. And 112 yards receiving, too. How long have we seen that? It's been a hot minute. Not last year.
That's
I want to say
almost
2019, something like that.
No.
It's been a while.
Roman Wilson, I believe, had over 100 yards receiving against Purdue in 2023.
23.
So
Yeah, he did.
yeah,
Yeah, he did. He had like 120 or something like that, correct?
yeah. JJ threw for over 300 in that game.
And let me
Yeah,
get this
I
here too.
remember
Like
that. I do remember
I
that.
like the players. I like the guys we got out there, but it's like it's frustrating because like we're in the 6th game and we're talking about getting to the playoffs. What are we doing here? Like you gotta catch the
y'all
ball.
complaining. Hey, y'all, I mean, and I ain't gonna say y'all because not y'all not complaining. Y'all just speaking y'all opinion. But a lot of people complaining. But y'all gotta understand, we ain't in the position that Penn State is in right now. We are in a great position, bro. We still got
I get that, but I'm worried
our
about ourselves.
dreams
I don't
and
care
hopes
about.
in
I
front
get
of.
it. I get that we have everything
I
ahead
mean,
of
but we
us right
still
now,
got
but I'm
all our
not worried
dreams
about.
and hopes in front of us, bro. We getting better and
We
better
do.
every week.
We do.
It's
But
how
when's
I've
it
been
going to
looking
come to
at
a
it.
time where
You know,
that catch is going to be crucial? We're not going to be having our dreams ahead of us.
I
Then
mean,
are we?
facts.
When we play actual competition.
The drops got to end. The drops got to end. But shit, we've been playing competition every week. Seem like it to me. We ain't had no easy
But what do you
game
have?
except CMU. That was the most easiest win we had all season. Everything been
63,
knockout,
but like
drag out fights. You know what I'm saying?
we have 3 in one game to extend drives on 3rd down. That's a problem.
Facts.
Going into the
Facts.
6th
Oh,
game of the
facts.
season.
Facts.
Are you
Facts.
shitting me?
But again, I'm not saying that you know what I'm saying, they're using this as an excuse. But again, he is an 18-year-old freshman. He does need to learn to put some touch on the ball. Every ball ain't gonna be a fast ball, bro. You know what I mean? Like I understand,
You
you know
should
what I'm
still catch
saying?
it.
Yeah. I was about to say you should still, if it hits your hands, you should still catch it, no doubt. But what I'm saying, he's still learning how to actually be a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He learning as we go. And that's why it's so beautiful because, you know what I'm saying, he rarely makes mistakes. All the mistakes been on, you know what I'm saying, our guys as far as his end. He low in completion percentage because our guys. It's not like he missing throws or he inaccurate. It's all because, I mean, if he had at least some of them catches, he'd be at least top 5, top 10 in the Big Ten in
He
quarterback.
should have went
You know what I'm
22 and
saying?
28 last weekend.
So yeah, so it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things we need to clean up. But again, we're still a young team. We got young receivers that's just playing with each other for the first time. Our offensive line is a work in progress. I'm finally glad, to be honest, bro. I want to see I want to see the Browder kid. I want to see what he got.
Yeah, I think he's
I
gonna
want to
get
see.
minutes, dude.
I mean, if we can, I mean, I feel like, bro, we should go to a 4. We got a quarterback. We should go to at least 4 receivers, 5 receivers sometimes, like other teams do, bro. Stack. We don't got none of that. And then when we do stack it, it's a screen. Like, bro, come on, man. We gotta, man. Oh my God, bro. It's just
I
me watching other
110%
programs
agree
and
with
us.
that. Like,
It's crazy.
I
It's
think we're
crazy.
still. I
But
think Moore is
I'm not
still
a coach.
playing that I think Moore is still playing that bowl constrictor football, which you know what
Facts.
I love. It's
Facts.
Michigan football, but dude, it's
Facts.
different. You're going to change the offense at some point. You might as well start it now. It's not like 21, 22, and 23.
But
You
I
got to get
told
with
y'all
what you
that from the
got.
beginning though. I told y'all that we was gonna be still a running team even when we got Bryce. It's just his
Yeah, I mean,
DNA.
we got
You know
the
what I'm
2 best
saying? It's his
runners in
DNA.
the country. We got a solid running back room, but like,
Facts.
regardless, I
Facts.
think with the quarterback you have now, with a generational talent quarterback, that needs to change. That needs to change.
Yeah, no
And
doubt.
I'm not
But
saying
it
50-50,
only it only can
but
change. It only can change with the wide receivers that we got now. This offseason, our
dude,
priority need to be receivers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I've been seeing
for sure,
linebacker, that's cool.
and
But
offensive
I ain't been
line
hearing
too.
nothing
Yeah,
about no receivers. Facts.
Yeah.
But I ain't been
McCulley
hearing
should
nothing
have.
about no
McCulley.
receivers. I ain't been hearing nothing about. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say McCulley should have been a Wolverine
But
last year. I mean, he should have been a Wolverine last
facts.
year.
But
It didn't work out, but
I just don't. I just like I said, our priority needs to be at least one or two, a 4-star and a 5-star. Like, come on, man. We need to get this man some type of help on the outside.
yeah, we just
I mean, let's see how the season finish out first. We might have some dogs. We just ain't unleashed them yet. Like you saying, like we might have some dogs. I'm not saying we don't. I hope we do, because you already know, you know what I'm saying, what that means for us. If we got some dogs on the outside, you know what I'm saying, that could play like it look like we do. Because Marsh, every target that he had, he caught for 80 yards. Only thing he didn't do was score. You know what I'm saying? So, and then 112 from
I
McCulley.
think that
Like
sweep that he
if we
had
can do
against
that
Central
every week,
Michigan.
go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, I think that sweep touchdown that he had against Central Michigan just boosted him. I think that totally boosted his confidence. And I want to say too, I know we
I
talked about
think
him
he
a little
should have
bit,
been
but
starting from the very beginning. To be honest,
probably, but
I think he should have been.
I'm so proud of Andrew. I mean, coming out of Katy, Texas, you know, had
Fact.
almost or maybe
Fact.
more, like 1,200 some receiving yards. Coming out of your senior year, like, dude, I'm so impressed with him on the big stage right now. Absolutely proud.
Yeah, man. I got to talk to his mom, man, and she's so happy for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Dude,
call
we're
her
happy for him, dude.
eventually
It's awesome.
soon as they announced that he was gonna be playing more. I call her, like, because I know that's what she want. You know what I'm saying? The joy that she had with a mother half of their kid is her, and then she actually like know football, so I get to talk to her about. Miss Marsh is a very smart, intelligent woman, and I'm glad I get to have conversations with her. But she was super excited about Andrew getting his first start and getting more playing time. Now, you know what I'm saying, the world get to see what he do, because she already know. You know what I'm saying? That's all she talk about, and because she already know his talent. Is just we don't know his talent yet, and him building the trust with Bryce and them opening up the playbook a little bit more for them to do a little bit more, man. I think we're gonna see big things, but it's all on coaches and everything else. But I think we straight though. To be honest, everybody panicking, like, because I've been seeing a lot of panicking comments, and we just been losing like Penn State. I'm sorry to keep killing Penn State, but like we just been looking like Penn State out here.
I think it's just like, you know, we're gonna make mistakes, but it's just the consistency with certain rooms. It's been lacking a little bit.
To be honest, he ain't really made no mistakes though. He fumbled the ball, and how many interceptions he got? Like 3 or 4. Bryce,
who are you talking about?
I thought you was talking about Bryce. What you talking about, Bryce?
No, I'm not talking.
I was talking
I'm
about
not
Bryce.
talking about Bryce. I'm talking about specific position groups. I'm just talking about specific position groups. I think everyone knows who that is. So
yeah, so let's lean into that a little bit, because so started to see some emergence of the passing game. Second half was great. Second half we opened up the offense. First half it was we went in. I don't know why. Super conservative. It made no sense what we were doing offensively, but one of the consistent things that stands out is Justice Haynes. Every single game, Justice Haynes' explosiveness. If he's got a gap to turn it into a big play. And so we went up against Wisconsin, who had the best run defense in the country, and we ran really, really well on them. Now, for about a quarter and a half, they shut us down, but I think that's because we were way too predictable and conservative with what we were doing. We went away. We had a couple weeks where our play designs had designed quarterback runs. They had read options. They had RPOs. They had misdirection. and all of that went away for the first half. I thought it wasn't going to. The first play of the game was dialed up deep shot, and then it went right to conservative football after the first drive. The first drive was
it's like
really quick.
it's almost on purpose, right? So it's like if Moore's living in the 20, 21, 22, 23, what was the common trend out of non-conference play that the opponent, the opposition that we played? We constantly played the number one rushing defense, right? And it's almost like he was challenging them and testing them.
Yeah.
And like, I like that
That's what he
aspect of
doing.
coaching, but it's like a whole fucking first half is insane though. That's insane. You gotta make adjustments.
You can't say that.
What's the mentality of like waiting till halftime to make adjustments? That I don't like.
You talking to a man that run it 32 times against Penn State straight with not a pass.
What year? In 23. We're not in 23.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's done, dude. It's different now. We got a different type of generational quarterback. You need to adjust.
Right.
I feel like I said, man, it's either him or Chip Lindsey, man. Y'all gotta switch it up. I mean, running the ball is what we looking good. We looking real good running the ball. I mean, I think my man should be at least top 3 in Heisman. You know what I'm saying? Conversation.
He's not even in the top. He should be easily in the top 10, like I mentioned. But we also got Marshall as well too. So it's like not like we can't not run the ball. We need to run the ball. I mean, we got the 2 best running backs.
But no, Marshall ain't leading the league. Marshall ain't leading the league. Well, I mean, 4th again in rushing, and I think tied in rushing touchdowns. Maybe first in rushing touchdowns. I mean, one of the 2.
Justice Hayes is leading all the Big Ten in like 4 categories. It's just a lot of factors with Marshall.
Yeah, man.
About a 1A and a 1B running back room, but it's more of a 1 and 2 at this point. But I think we're still keeping Marshall happy.
Yeah,
he's still getting his.
It's been adjusted shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
his time gonna be next year with Jasper Parker or Savion Hyder, whatever one. You know what I'm saying? Decide to, whatever one of them step up. Cause Jasper nice too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised they're not playing him more, but you don't really need to. Yeah, facts. We need to get our receiver room like that, like how it's rotating in running backs. We need to get our rotating wide receivers in like this, especially around this time when we got a quarterback.
Drop $5 million on Chris Henry Jr. right now. I don't have control of the money. Probably be horrible at it. Personally, I'm good. Should show you my Excel spreadsheet.
Hey.
I think we should drop 5.5 right now. 5.5 million on Chris Henry Jr.
Hey, but see, a lot of kids don't. It ain't about the money. Like how you see how Ohio State tried to come get what's our DN we getting next year? What's his name?
Which one?
A lot of them.
Meadows.
We're probably
is that
talking
his name?
About Carter Meadows.
Carter Meadows.
Yeah.
Ohio State tried to come get him, but no, he told him no because it wasn't about the money; it was about something else. So
and that's the specific.
A lot of kids ain't really tripping about the money because they know it's gonna come. Facts. But I'm just saying, every kid ain't about the money, so it ain't just don't come at them with a bag.
But it's also about the development at that position too. I mean, Michigan literally is or turning into DLU or Edge U. That's exactly what it is. That's why. So yeah, absolutely, you're right.
We need to be at least wide receiver community college or some shit. Cause damn, I mean,
if we
Chris Henry Jr. would do it. 5.5.
I think if we continue to open up the offense like we did in the second half and throw the ball down the field, I think we will be just fine with McCulley and Marsh. And I think that throwing in McCulley and Marsh and Klein as our top 3 pass catchers, and then I think with good downfield passing concepts, that does open up Samaj Morgan to be utilized more with his skill set. underneath as a scat back type receiver. Getting the gadget screens and the underneath routes and trying to get him in space because he is good in space and he's had some pretty good yards after the catch.
What a crossing route! What an underneath crossing routes at where's the
exactly.
I don't be seeing none of this, bro.
Like a Tyler Morris type of player, that type of route.
I don't be seeing none of that. I don't be seeing none of that, bro. It's just screens for him. Not saying my man ain't good at screens, but he a fast kid, man. Get that man in space, man. Get that man. Just like if he would have caught that little slant ball, you know what I'm saying, that he dropped. If he would have made one man miss, he was to the crib. He was to the crib. And that's what type of opportunities we need to give him, man. And we not giving him that. We just giving him screens, and that ain't really not saying that ain't his game, but give him some more opportunities.
But we did give it to him.
Obviously, you see his confidence is down. His confidence is down. That's why I feel like the drops is up. His confidence is down. That's why I think they really do it to hit him with the little screens. They hit him with them early so his confidence can be up for the rest of the game. I don't think his confidence is high as it was last year because, bro, he didn't have this problem dropping the ball last year. We wasn't speaking of Samaj Morgan dropping the ball last year. Am I right?
Except if he's a bunt returner.
Yeah. So Samaj, not to call out mistakes. Samaj is a good football player, no doubt.
Right? But I'm not. That's my boy, man. That's my dog.
Right. No, I'm saying all of us. I'm saying all of us. And the thing is, in a game versus in practice, the thing is, in football games, you only have one chance at that rep. In practice, you can run that rep over and over and over and over again. And if you drop the ball, you just go back and line up and do it again. And you drop the ball, you get pissed at yourself, you line up and you go do it 10 more times and catch the ball. In a game, you drop that ball on third down, now you're punting, right? And you catch that ball on third down, and that, like you said, make one guy miss, that could be a touchdown. Right, but even if it's not, it's a first down and the drive keeps going. So I think sometimes we reflect and we say coaching, Chip Lindsey, offensive coordinator, play calling, whatever, but some of it's execution. We could have had significantly more rushing yards, but we missed some key blocks. Right, we could have had this whole season. Bryce's numbers could be significally better. But he's got all these damn drops, right? So I think
Samaj's not the only one dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Bredeton had one right in the numbers for a first down off of a third down, but
it's a collective.
He had some crucial.
It's a collective.
He had some crucial blocks though too, but Kendrick Bell as well. It was a little high. It was a little bit quick, but holy shit, he got out of the pocket.
It wasn't that high.
He's getting chased by the entire fucking defensive
line.
Hey, bro. You gotta catch that.
That was right in front of me, bro. I thought, to be honest, I think Bryce should have ran, bro.
I don't think so.
Bryce should have.
He could have.
Took a couple steps, bro.
Why
bro.
He
had them beat, bro.
Dude. You got a wide receiver wide open. You throw the ball.
Right, he was wide open. Yeah.
That's a pass.
For sure. I agree.
He wide open, correct? So
correct.
Hold on, wait. He wide open, correct? So what happened when he was wide open?
He dropped
the ball into his hands.
He should have ran it. He should have ran it. Well, he didn't get no yards. He should have ran.
That doesn't make any sense. It sounds like a wide receiver problem versus a Bryce problem.
Exactly.
It's nothing to do with Bryce.
But we all know that we have one. Is what I'm trying to say. Why not get them 6-7 yards that he could?
It's all hindsight.
Right,
and trying to get the 19, 20. That I mean, it probably wasn't that much. I don't remember how much it was. But you know what I'm trying to say? Bro, he could have ran it. And I think that all comes with growth. It all comes with reps, and he's still 18. But again, Kendrick Bell should have caught the ball. You know what I'm saying? He should have caught the ball, but at the same time, though, if y'all go look at that play again, Bryce could have ran it. He could have ran it.
He could have.
Go ahead.
He could have, but I still think that I think he made the right play. I think that he did everything right on the scramble, on the pass. I mean, you've
no doubt. You know, you gotta be throwing it to a reliable person.
Well, you gotta trust that if a guy's on the field, though, that if a guy is on the field playing receiver for Michigan, that he's reliable enough to catch the ball. And if he loses confidence in that, that's when he's gonna start. That's when he's gonna start. He's gonna start taking unnecessary hits. Yeah, like that's when he's gonna start taking unnecessary hits, is when he's afraid to throw the football and decides to just, if his read's not there, just tuck it and run too quickly before letting plays develop. So I like the way Bryce kept his eyes downfield and found an open receiver while scrambling after the pocket collapsed on him. Love it. Just got to finish the play with the catch. But let's shift gears here and let's talk about defense. We were talking about defense a little bit ago, and defensively, I think we started the game as flat as I've seen our defense play. But then after that first drive where we just got gashed all the way down the field, I thought our defense locked down, and a lot of people, you know, I felt like initially a lot of people were like, where was the pass rush at that game? And it was there. Just got to, you know, give credit to Wisconsin for getting the ball out of their quarterback's hands quickly, pretty consistently.
He was getting it out quick. Facts.
He was.
Third string,
yeah. So I mean, our edges still played good. Our defensive line still played good. Our linebackers played good. Rod Moore, I thought, played phenomenal. Zeke Berry, a little rusty early on, but you could tell he got back into game mode after he got into it a little bit. You know, the one thing that just kind of, the one thing that bothered me defensively was how many times we kept blitzing both linebackers and leaving the middle of the field wide open for a dump off. Like, that's not, when you've got edge rushers that are as good as we have, we don't need to be sending our linebackers blitzing that often.
Oklahoma. You just adjust the play. They don't even hide it like wink. Man, dude, like, get back to, like, the end of the season last year, because it's the same as Oklahoma, where they just changed the play. You didn't even hide the blitz, and no one's back there for the running back, too. Like, what are you doing, man? It just makes no sense.
Hey, but let me ask y'all a question, though. I don't know who the person that Wink talked to, you know, is one offense and one defense but can't they change the play? They supposed to make that adjustment, right?
Well, like, so Wisconsin,
you know what I mean?
Wisconsin
like if they see something, like they supposed to make the audible, is what I'm trying to say, correct? Or am I defense don't got that, like how offense?
I mean,
but they do though, don't they?
They do, but I don't know how much freedom or how much freedom you want to give a college kid to do that like they do in the NFL. But you know, one thing that I'll say is that Wisconsin did a good job in attacking this. It's, you know, a lot of times you want a quarterback, when they see a blitz, to throw where the blitz is coming from, because that area is going to be vacated. And Wisconsin did that, and you could tell that it was built in their game plan. You could tell that Wisconsin's game plan knew that Wink Martindale likes to blitz from the linebacker spots, and that leaves the middle of the field open, because on third downs, they always had that safety valve that was tucked in behind where the linebackers were, and they kept hitting that. And so that's just one thing. It didn't ultimately hurt us. It extended some drives. It was part of the initial drive of the game. But moving forward, that predictability, we're going up against USC, who has a really good passing offense this weekend, and that's the kind of stuff that they're absolutely going to exploit if we're too predictable with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, we'll wait until halftime to figure that out.
You know, I
don't know. I do not know about them too. Sometimes we'll see. We
will see. I think I think we're gonna see even
I got no
more
problem with Wink.
this upcoming
We've
weekend.
been doing this thing, to be honest. I just think he just adjusting with freshmen and you know what I'm saying, younger guys. But I think he been calling
He's had almost a
masterclass
year and a half
defenses,
to
bro.
do that. I'm not buying that. He's got a year and a half to do that.
I mean,
I think
Not buying that.
it's still
I
new
think our
pieces still
linebackers.
coming in. His defense is complex, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I don't even think we seen 5% of the real defense that, you know what I'm saying, he really can call. I think he be calling vanilla shit still. Not saying vanilla, but I don't think he really calling like the shit that he can really call because we so young. You know what I mean?
See, I think just the opposite. I think he gets too cute sometimes. I think sometimes he can be simpler, especially on third down. On third down, I think he gets too cute trying to dial up
I
blitzes
give
and
you that.
pressures when he's
Blitzes
got
when we don't need it. Yeah,
right
facts.
and
Facts.
in when we've got a good enough defensive line to consistently generate pressure. We don't need to try to dial up all of these
No.
blitzes and
Get
exotic
off
looks
the
to
field
create
on
pressure.
third and long.
Yes,
Yes. Fuck.
yes, yes, exactly. But I will give Wink has in this year he has shown an ability to make adjustments throughout the course of the game, not necessarily just at halftime, but he's shown the ability to make adjustments on the fly. Now, here's a thing that somebody was asking us about last week in the comments, and I think Michigan played 10 defensive linemen on that first drive of the game. And I texted you, Jason, when that happened, because do you remember last week? I think it was P. Maximus is like, hey, what do you guys think of the D line rotation? Is it too much instead of just sticking with it? They don't need that much rotation that soon.
Like, you're losing momentum. You are losing momentum with these guys. They don't need a fucking break every other play or every 2 plays. Like, it just, like, you want to keep these guys here. I get that, but guess what? College football is turning into a business. It's
Hey,
turning into a
bro,
business. This is not high
I
school
think they
anymore.
doing that because they ain't found the right rotation. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
They
they ain't
got their
found the.
rotation. They got the starters. I don't
Yeah.
understand what they're trying to accomplish here. This isn't fucking basketball. Like, I don't
Yeah,
get it.
you heard what Coach Moore said. It's an evolve. Every position is a the rotation. I mean, what did he call it? A living organism is what he called it. So, like, I think that's what he really be trying to see. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on and who
You should
getting.
already know
I don't think he found the
game
rotation.
6.
And that's my. I
That's
mean, yeah, you should.
it's a
You
concern
should,
for
but you
me
see
then.
how he started. He's switching up offensive linemen. Like, bro, like I don't understand, bro. I just don't think we got our
How are they
rotation
supposed to
yet
gain
for
momentum or
real,
gain
for
their
real.
groove?
I
I
mean,
think
not
he's doing
our
it a little too
rotation, but
much.
our like starters. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know,
make
bro.
sense to me.
That's just my
Say,
opinion, bro. I'm not a coach though.
I mean,
But
defensively on the defensive
what's the
line,
reason for it? God, we flipping every other play.
that's what we're saying is it's too much. It's too cute. We've got probably
Wait, exactly.
Derek Moore, Jay Sean Barham at the edges should be our anchors, and Rayshon Benny and either Trey Pierce or Damon Payne as our number one unit. And it's great to have depth that we can rotate in to keep that number one core defensive line unit fresh throughout the course of the game. But I think they get too cute with it too early. Like, just keep your best players on the field and get off the field. You'll keep yourself fresh that way too. Not subbing guys in and out like a junior high game or a JV football game so much so that everyone gets all of these reps.
Just do it like
That's my
Division 7 football.
Just
throw Bryce on defense too. Bryce can play a linebacker. Fuck it.
Is it because of the money they getting?
That I don't know. That I don't know. I just think that that's if I'm gonna have a gripe defensively, that's what it is. But defensively, our defensive line has played well. Our linebackers have played well. Jayshon Barm ran himself out of position a couple of times. There was a couple times where he was a little bit out of control. I remember one play in particular where it was a read option, and the quarterback gave it to the running back, and the running back had a huge lane because Barham was just dead set on getting a sack on that play and completely gave up his gap chasing the quarterback. So he's going to continue to, like, as a pass rusher, he's unblockable, running down the run game. But the one thing that I think he still needs to learn a little bit is gap integrity in maintaining his assignment, because even as an edge rusher, you've got a pass rush lane that you're responsible for, and you've got a run gap that you're responsible for. And if you're overcommitted to one or the other, you miss your assignment. And so he gave up his run gap lane a couple of times. But overall, I thought defensively, after that first drive, we locked in, and I thought we looked pretty good. But the thing I'm most excited about is Rod Moore looked damn good out there. He had two huge plays. He had the interception, which, by the way, should have been a pass interference. We're pretty lucky that we didn't get called for pass interference.
It should have definitely been a flag.
Yeah. But then there was another one where it looked like Wisconsin dialed up a beautiful play. It was a misdirection, like a throwback pass, and it looked like nobody was on that side of the field, and Rod Moore came out of nowhere and made a big tackle. So just seeing him back on the field, seeing him seeing the field.
Yes. I was going to say the communication he brings, and we were talking about that during the offseason. When he comes back and healthy, it's the comms. It's the fucking comms that we want from him, and the experience for this young secondary. He came out of nowhere from the safety position, got to the other side of the field, and made a huge crucial tackle that probably should have went first down and more. That was a huge
and
play.
that pass breakup was huge too.
Yes. I'm already saying it. First round draft pick, number 1 overall. Take Rod Moore. You're dumb if you don't.
I want to. He looked good. So
he came back. He definitely looked faster, and he looked like he was studying more. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was already a savant for his position. Now I think he took it to another level. Like, you know what I'm saying? He see everything now. You know how they say the game comes slower to you once you get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the game's on super slow mode for Rod Moore. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think our defense our secondary at least gonna get you know what I'm saying, a little better, just because he gonna put everybody in the right position, and I don't think it's gonna be too much more miscues. You know what I mean? From our young secondary, because he gonna have them in the right position. You know what I mean? So I think we gonna get better and better. Like I said, we can go continue to get better and better every week, like we've been doing. Wink, you already know it, in the later half of the season, he always turn it up anyway. So I feel confident in where we going. I just gotta see it, man. I feel like we working. I feel like everybody hear the chatter that everybody talking about. So we gonna see how the shit go, because I got faith in the boys, like I know y'all do. But
another thing to call out. Another thing to call out that we've been talking about on pretty much a weekly basis is Brandon Hillman. That dude we see him with his big hits down the field, but if you watch him in the run game, I mean, he's an eraser. He closes the gap from secondary to the running back so quick when it looks like there's a hole there.
He fucking shouldered the running back. Stuffed the hole.
Yeah, I know.
I told you, he plays He's not wired right in a
So
good way. He plays
yeah,
extremely
he
violent.
plays so
And
mean, bro.
and
Yes,
but
bro.
moving Barham to edge, which we thought was going to happen because that's all we heard during the offseason or well early after last year. Probably should have happened sooner, but it's a huge contributor. I think Barham and Hillman, they play almost the same. They're not wired right in a good way. They're wired right to play football, and they play violent. Okay, you're going to skip my comment, Derek, or you already showed it?
I don't know if we showed it. I saw it.
Fuck.
All right, so Tigers lost.
You could just punch my fucking laptop right now.
Corey, thanks for tuning in. Nice 5 o'clock shadow. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dre, hell of a lock of hair, looking like a badass Simba lion on top of Pride Rock. Jason, take that hat off. Keep that hat on.
Yeah.
Fuck
yourself, Corey.
We'll worry about the Brewers after the Tigers officially end their season. I worry the Michigan offense, especially at quarterback, still feels inconsistent. Might not be able to carry them through against elite competition. We'll find out, but like we were talking about earlier, I don't necessarily think it's on the quarterback. I would say the passing. I would say the passing offense, but I would put a lot of that on the pass catching of the offense so far. But
it's nothing.
We'll find out. We've got. I don't necessarily know if you can call it an elite competition matchup against USC. They're not ranked, but we're going into USC. They're 4-1. They just lost to Illinois 2 weeks ago. They're coming off of a bye week. Stadium's going to be sold out, like Sharon Moore said, because it's sold out because they're playing Michigan. Lincoln Riley didn't like that too much. But
I'm excited to see the college team.
Yeah, for sure. But that's gonna be it's gonna be a tough matchup. Going on the road to USC across the country. We get to go practice at the Chargers facility. That's pretty cool. But I don't know. We'll find out. USC is a decent team, but how decent are they? It's hard to tell so far.
Exactly that's what I have in my notes just from watching some of their highlights and games. We don't specifically know. And then real quick, just jumping back to defense, I really need to give a shout out to Jimmy Rolder as well too. That guy had a fucking game. 7 tackles, 5 solo tackles as well too. I know his stepdad's in the group, so Scott, shout out to him. Sister and mom are in the group as well too, but he fucking killed it. So shout out to Jimmy Rolder. Had a game, man. Yeah, Derek, continue. Because I got a lot.
It's it's tough to this early in the season. It's tough because so many of the games sometimes are against competition that you don't really know. So USC has played who they played: Georgia Southern, Missouri State. In Big Ten play Purdue and Michigan State. So not powerhouses of wins.
Illinois.
And then they played Illinois and lost. Yeah.
Which is the only toughest competition that
they've had
so far this year. So when you say like we don't know who they are, that's exactly right. We don't know. They'll probably be better next year. Like we don't know. I'm not saying they're not a good football team. Like I got some stats to share, but like we just don't know who this team is yet.
Statistically, they're good.
Lead in catches.
Yes, I'm going to share a lot. Like I got some stats, but yeah, they're good.
Statistically, they're good,
and not Big Ten conference. We're talking in the country.
Yeah,
they're up there.
Yep, statistically, they're good. So for us, on our side of it, it's about getting the offense rolling, getting the offense opened up, executing. So you probably have stats on this, Jason, but they have a pretty good defensive line. They bring the pressure off the edge pretty good, and we struggle to stop the pressure off of the edge. So I think we've got to try and move Bryce around a little bit. We've got to try and move the pocket. We've got to try and make it so that the edge rushers can't just have one-on-one matchups with our tackles on drop back passes. I think that's going to be a key to getting the passing game opened up. I think we got to be willing early to get the passing game opened up. I don't think we can come in with an approach of let's just dial up these easy throws for 2 to 3 yards or behind the line of scrimmage.
You need to get
We've
open
got to
right
we've
away.
got to
No
attack.
screens.
We've got to attack. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I mean offensively, you know, any Lincoln Riley offense is always going to be good. If Lincoln Riley's ever the coach of a college football program and their offense isn't good, especially a passing offense, something's going to be off.
It's like the Venables, but on the defensive side with
No,
Oklahoma.
that's
It's the
fact.
Correct.
same shit. Same thing. Exactly.
But go ahead, Jason. Go ahead
That's
with your stats of the game.
You want me to talk about it? All right. Well, one, I think it's really cool that like Michigan's practicing at the Chargers' $270 million facility on Friday. That's amazing. So with Jim, Herbert, Minter,
I want to go see.
I think that's
I want to go see Jim
fucking-
Harbaugh.
at the Bolt facility, dude. That's awesome. Thanks, Jim. Not sure how the connection ties there, but love it. Obviously, but we need our offense matching our defense, and I think that starts with kind of coaching. So, Derek, you were talking about like screen passes here. Like we need to attack right away. We need to play complementary football this Saturday night, and obviously we should be doing that every week, but it's going to be crucial in this game because we don't really know specifically this USC team yet. What happened last weekend? I know it's James Franklin. Chokes. But we saw Penn State get upset by 0-4 at the time UCLA. Traveling on the West Coast is a different beast now, and we're going to talk about that with basketball eventually as the season goes on too, once that gets kicked off. But both teams have success.
I think it was smart that he said he was gonna leave Thursday instead of Friday though. Yep. He said he learned from a mistake last time. He's gonna leave Thursday.
It's
gonna leave a day early.
You don't think about it. It's like, oh, it's within the country. It's not. We're not going to fucking Germany like we are next year, but like against Central Michigan. But like, it's a different beast, and it's not just football. I mean, we're going to be watching Michigan games probably at like 9:30, 10 p.m. like Central Standard Time. Like, it's going to be crazy, but it's a different beast. But traveling to the West Coast is right now. It's just the world that we're living in. Both teams have success running the ball. Both are top 20 in the nation in rushing yards per game. So this game again is going to be a test for our offensive line, but it really is going to come down to the trenches, and that's who's going to win the game. And it's like every fucking game is like that. I get that, but like this game specifically, it's going to be crucial to win on both sides of the ball. Offense, defense, we got to win the battle in the trenches every single play. Our D-line is playing good ball. Our O-line, I don't know, not great, not consistent like I want to see, but it's got to improve pretty soon. And we saw some good plays last weekend, but consistently it's not there yet. But we got Giovanni El-Hadi back, should be returning this weekend, this Saturday night. So that is a massive win if he is. Don't know if he's 100%, but that's a massive win if he's on the starting line. And also USC, Derek, you talked about their edge rushers as well too, and we kind of struggle with that. At the same time, offensively, they have the edge in passing and the receiving game. They're third in the nation, averaging 330 yards per game. Total offense, they're second in the country. Over 2,800, I think it was like 2,825 yards total in 5 fucking games. They're coming off a bye week, so an idle week. We don't know how this team is going to respond after that close loss to Illinois. And they came back as well, too. So there's a lot of fight in that USC team. And they're going to be hungry. And both teams have to be hungry because we have one loss. They have one loss. It's really time to show some urgency right now. So, Derek, you were kind of talking about that. Kind of segues into it or ties to it. We got to come out throwing. None of these screenplays. We got to attack their defense. And we need quick throws because of they're talented on the edge for sure defensively. But our secondary needs to play a lot better as well, too. On this open gap shit. We talked about it a little bit ago, last note, that they played Missouri State, Georgia Southern conference play. They played Purdue, Michigan State, and Illinois. Besides Illinois, they played some pretty shitty defenses. So maybe that's why their stats are up. Regardless, still a pretty good team. It's really hard to tell, though, a little bit. on both sides of the ball how USC responds or what type of team they actually are. Offensively, they're still good. Defense, I'm taking our defense all day. I know it's Wisconsin offensively. Their program's down, probably the worst I've ever seen it. But our defense is still a lot better than USC's defense. This game is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be close. And I think the spread's at like 2.5, slight advantage to USC. But we need Bryce running the ball, and we need that third threat as well too to extend drives. And I don't want us to wait. I don't want us to wait till halftime to see what we can actually do, right? Like, we need to kick it into gear right away. We need to attack. So what Derek, you just said, I 100% agree with. Now I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, we had a comment come in here. Cole Sullivan from CG72. Cole Sullivan has to play more of this game. I agree. I mean, I think we've had a pretty good linebacker rotation. We talked about the D-line rotation being a little much. I thought they've actually done a pretty good job with Ernest Hausman and Jimmy Rolder and Cole Sullivan, because all three of those guys should be on the field. All three of those guys are good enough to be on the field. You know, I
want
think
to see what
he'll play quite a bit.
The
He's been a
first
stud every
guy
time.
we just got. I want to see that Boateng.
We got a talented like running back group as well too. I mean, it's kind of tough, but like regardless, I think we'll be okay at that position in this game.
Another comment from Antoine. To be real, Illinois should have beat USC by at least 2 touchdowns. They fumbled on the goal line twice. I wasn't watching that game.
Illinois still sides, though. That's a huge difference. Illinois still sides.
But to be honest, I think we're going to run it down their damn throat, to be honest. I think Justice Hayes going to have one of the biggest games he had all season. That's my opinion. I think he going to go ape. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they run defense is that good.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna challenge them.
Who caused those fumbles though? Who caused those fumbles? Is that USC, or did Illinois just fumble the ball? I mean, their defensive line is good.
No, I think USC caused both of them. I think they caused both of them.
Yeah, so I mean, I
don't think their defensive line is good. I think edges. I think their edges is good. I don't think their defensive line as a whole is good. Because, like I said, Illinois was running it. You know what I mean, a little bit. So, and we got way better running backs than them. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Running backs in Illinois. Our O-line definitely got to hold up. But we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah.
Still taking our over theirs, but
agreed.
Football, like I said.
Yep. And another thing we didn't talk about it too much, and I'll just touch on it a little bit, but O-line needs to hold up. Agree with that. Draper had a comment here. O-line needs to do better on those just short yardage situation. 4th and 1s, boys are moving lateral instead of horizontal. Just short yardage situations in general on the 3rd and 1s, the 3rd and goals. Like the things that used to be a gimme and automatic, they seem a little bit tougher, even with Justice this year. Like it seems like there's some challenges getting a yard when you need a yard, and I think that's where our O-line needs to just tug up and say, I'm getting that yard. That I'm reestablishing the line of scrimmage. That's what our O-line used to do. This O-line has been struggling with that, but I think getting Giovanni El-Hadi back this week will help out with that.
So should we talk about that? Last weekend? I mean,
which one?
The ball on 4th and inches. There are a couple of things last weekend. So punting the ball on 4th and inches, we kind of saw that in week 1. It was 4th and 1. But against Wisconsin with 4th and 1, like, I get it, it's early in the game, but it's like, I want our offensive coaching, and I want Coach Moore to be a little bit more aggressive.
Agreed.
I think we gained that yard. I get it's the number 1 rushing defense. When the fuck don't we play the number 1 rushing defense, except this weekend with their edge rushers being good, and I think their D-line's pretty decent too. But I don't agree punting right there. I want to see our balls. I want to fucking see some more aggressive Also, to coaching, if it's 4th and inches, we should easily gain that. And I think we need to prove ourselves right there. And then the other thing, too, so Bryce, the fans convinced Sharon Moore to go for it on 4th down. I think it was a design quarterback run or a draw play, but it was a short snap. I mean, big mistake, obviously, but I think we gained that. But that's the shit that we want to do. I want to take some chances against USC to extend drives, especially if we don't have receivers catching balls. But, like, I want the offensive coaches to be a little bit more aggressive and trust these guys a little bit more. I feel like week 1, Derek, we kind of heard the boos as well, too, against New Mexico. Could have ran it up on them a little bit more.
Yeah.
4th and 1, 4th and inches. We didn't go for it week 1. And we're seeing these short little punts. I'm sorry, but it kind of reminds me of Ryan Day a little bit, being a little bitch. Punting it on 4th and inches. You have the fucking team to do it. Show some confidence, be aggressive, and then show these guys that they can fucking get a couple inches or a yard for a first down to extend this drive. Because we need the reps. Like, God, like, dude.
And the confidence.
First half, man. Like, our defense is so fucking conditioned. It's like watching years ago where the offense isn't matching the defense, right? It's frustrating. Like, be aggressive, be an aggressive offensive play caller, and that is the number one thing I want to see this weekend. Saturday night. I need it.
I think going back to those couple plays, first off, Andrew Marsh got the first down. That was a terrible spot to put us in 3rd and 1 and then not get it. But I agree. You got to trust your defense against Wisconsin's offense there. Well, if you're playing like in Ohio State,
fucking Mazo, you're at home in a fucking Mazo.
And it was this far. I mean, you've got a 6'5" quarterback. Do a tush push and get. I mean. There's a lot that we could do to get that yard, but you got to. What does that tell your offensive linemen that you feel about them when you pull them off the field in those situations?
I think we go for it if we needed to. We didn't need to, bro. Like we don't. I mean,
fuck that. I
don't understand. Like y'all act like we needed to. Then it's not.
But you got it. It's just about. It's about
part too. But
we're only up to fucking 10-7 at halftime versus Wisconsin.
Right.
That's why we should have went for it.
Hey,
that's a joke.
We don't got no world beating team, bro.
But this isn't.
But then
we still learning as we go.
But I think we got to have the attitude. I think we need the attitude of we're gonna go get a half yard. But I also think what you're talking about on the 4th down that we did go for it. There's a lot of disorganization there. I do not think that the play on 3rd down was intended to be 4-down territory. I think that the fans and Bryce encouraged Sharon Moore to go for it on 4th down, and then they were late getting a play call in instead of. A lot of coaches need to know if we don't get this 3rd down, we're going for it on 4th down, and you'll see them call a 3rd down play that sets up a 4th down play. And the team goes and huddles up right after it because they know that play was late coming in. It was disorganized. It was a bad snap, and it didn't happen. I think it stems from not having the aggressive mindset right up front of if we don't get this 3rd down, we're going on 4th.
There's one thing
I'm not saying y'all, but the same people that would have been like going for it and we don't get it. It's gonna be them same people complaining and bitching like why he go for it. So I just
it's always
it's situation.
It is, but that's the human aspect. That's the Captain Hindsight shit. Hashtag South Park.
Yeah.
A couple comments that have come in here as we're talking about this. I need more RP. So Antoine, I need more RPOs and more RPO slants. I want to see Bryce keep the ball on a few. Not to mention we need Klein and Hogan along with Marsh and McCulley. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the podcast. How it seemed like for 2 weeks when Sharon Moore was gone, the offense opened up a little bit, and then we came back and had a kind of a conservative approach here where. Against Central Michigan and against Nebraska, you saw more of the designed quarterback runs. You saw more of the read options and the RPOs and the misdirection that was built into the offense. And then it came back down to a more of a conservative approach. Antoine again, nobody else stop the damn experiments. I think that was to what you were talking about, Jason. CG72, Coach Moore has to let Lindsey call the plays his way. And then he said that's on Coach Moore, as we were talking about the disorganization on the fourth down. That was a fumbled snap.
Hey, but let me ask y'all this though before we for everybody, you know what I'm saying that. What if Coach Lindsey plays be bad? You know what I'm saying? Like
I wouldn't fucking know. I wouldn't know.
I'm just saying though, what if Coach Moore like, man, I don't know, this a bad hire, so I'm gonna still run my shit. Like it's just so I just don't see him bringing him
that's
in
what it is.
for him to run.
I don't think that's what it is. Coach Moore is an offensive.
I don't get it.
No, Coach Moore is an offensive line coach. He's still living in 21, 22, and 23. I know.
But what I'm saying is, if that's the case, why bring him in?
Good question.
He could have stayed the damn.
Why bring in Bryce?
He could have been an offensive coordinator, though. You know what I mean? He could have been an offensive coordinator if that's the case.
It was cool, but look how long it took him to switch from Kurt Campbell and to call plays then in certain games. Like I think Coach Moore, he's taking his sweet ass time here, and I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan.
Yeah. So I think Sherman Moore is a great coach. I think he was a great offensive line coach. I think he was a good offensive coordinator. And he's still learning how to be a head coach. He's only in his second season at doing the job of being a head coach. But we got another comment here that I think aligns with some of the stuff we're talking about. Look at the two games that Moore was not there. The offense seemed open and freer.
How y'all know Moore ain't had that already in the game plan though? How y'all know that was Chip Lindsey? Y'all don't know that. Don't nobody know that was Chip Lindsey calling the plays. That could have been Moore.
Looks pretty suspicious. I can't even fucking say it.
There's a common ingredient in our. A common ingredient.
It's a little different with Central Michigan, and then you're looking at Nebraska. I know Nebraska was a close game, but what happened? Bryce actually used his legs a lot more.
But let me. It was different with Central Michigan and New Mexico and Oklahoma as well. Like we don't know who calling the plays, bro.
New Mexico,
we don't know.
It looked like we had a strategic plan of like getting people open, and then we like should have had that plan versus Oklahoma, and the Oklahoma game we should have played against New Mexico. It was fucking weird. It's weird to me.
And a couple more comments here along these lines. I think Moore's conservative nature gets in the way of the team. That's long been Michigan's history. Even if you want to be conservative, try open it up early. If you get into trouble, then get conservative. Yeah, we were talking about that. I think before we got on here, is that it seems like it seemed like Sherman Moore went into this game of wanting to control it in a specific way, and I think that was conservative, and I think that at halftime they decided that wasn't working, that it should not be a 10-7 game against this Wisconsin team at the half, and then they opened it up, and you saw what Bryce could do. Bryce passed for almost 200 yards in the second half alone, maybe over 200 yards in the second half alone.
Yeah.
And then CG72 is talking about the Central Michigan and Nebraska games. That was Chip. So what happened last week? And that's the question. Is
the question of I don't fucking know. Like we don't know. I'm assuming, but I pretty much am good on my assumption.
But everything I've been reading, everybody keep talking about Jerome talking about he gonna open it up and let Bryce play free and this and that and this and that.
We heard some things last year too that took
calling these plays, man. That's what I mean.
I think he's
like, what's going on?
He's too late. I think he's a little too late. He's always a little too late. He says things and then it happens weeks and weeks and weeks after.
So hopefully we do. Hopefully we go into this game and open it up.
No, he doesn't. Yes, have to. We have to. If we want to fucking win, we gotta do.
But let's go. Let's finish off here with some score predictions going into the USC game. Jason, what do you got for us?
As much as I want to say 100-0, usually close about that. Also, YouTube, Trey, Derek, obviously. I think you fuckers still owe me Taco Bell because if we would have converted on those 3 drives, my score prediction would still be right at 63-3. 65-3. So I think you both still owe me Taco Bell yet because if we would have scored on those 3 drives. I still want, and I want a number 5. I want a Nacho Bel Grande too, from each of you.
Hey, to
And
be honest, I'm hungry as a.
I'll let you know
5
off the what I
Taco
want
Bell
off the dollar
sounds so
menu.
good right now.
I'll let you know what I want off the dollar menu
Jesus.
as well too. But like hypothetically, my score would have been right. So I think it's a close game. I don't want it to be. I want to blow them out. But USC is going to come in hungry, and it's going to be a desperate team, and it's still a well-coached team. Maybe a Purdue, other programs going to beat their ass coming off of a hard loss like that. Still a well-coached team. I think it's going to be 24 Michigan and 17 USC. 2 good teams.
Dre, what about you?
30-27 Michigan.
30-27.
Last year we beat them, by the way, because thank you, Mullins. Appreciate it. And the Bredesen block and 4th and goal. We beat them 27-24. So we got a better team this year, but offense needs to start playing
27 Michigan.
Offense needs to start playing complementary football with the defense. So we'll see.
I'm going 31-24.
Oh my god.
31-24 Michigan, of course. So we're all right in the same ballpark.
Facts.
Same ballpark. But good conversation. Thanks for those of you that hopped on here and got involved with the conversation. There's still a lot of football season left. A lot of football season left to go here. But if we can get through this one, if we can walk out of this game with a win, we can't overlook anyone because we just saw Penn State go in and lose at UCLA. But if we get through this one and we get a win, I like the way our schedule unfolds leading up to Ohio State. So playing on the road is always tough, but gotta do it and gotta win. If you can't win on the road, you can't win in the playoffs.
Nope, it's just going to keep getting more and more competitive as the years go on. So.
Yep. Antoine chimed in. He's got us winning by 14. It ain't a guess.
Hey, I hope so, AJ. I swear I hope so.
I like that better.
Oh, God, I do. I hope we beat the brakes off their ass.
So he's thinking 100 points. I like it. Love it.
All right. Well, on that note, Dre, you want to sign us off?
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Victors Nation Experience, our 66th episode. Thank y'all for rocking with us thus far. Subscribe on all platforms, everything you listen to podcast on. Love one another, respect one another, and always go blue.
Go blue.